If you guys want the fastest way to improve your aim, get some Control Freaks for cheap. Use code GOBLIN for 10% off and improve your aim today. Link in the description. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Now in today's video, it's another weapon comparison one, and this is a heavyweight battle if I've ever seen one. The FG42 going up against the BAR. This is absolutely insane. I've been asking people to comment what guns they want to see me compare. This one was the top comment on my first video of weapon comparisons, so I figured why not. These are two of pretty much the best guns in the game. I'm going to compare them here. I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you guys can, drop a like. I'd really appreciate that. 2,000 likes would be absolutely awesome, and I appreciate everyone liking these videos, subscribing, all the new subscribers and stuff like that. And this is the perfect time to compare since the BAR literally just got its recoil nerf, so both of these guns have received recoil nerfs in this game. Let's get started with some stats from the FG42, stats from the BAR, and then compare them, talk about which is better in which situation and which is better overall. So let's get started with the FG42. Now the FG42 has 20 bullets as far as default, and it has a 2.7 second full reload time, which is very, very slow. Honestly, the reload time on this gun is just absolutely preposterous. That 2.7 second reload is only going to be coming into effect when you're doing a full reload, but that's absolutely a crazy reload on this gun, and it's, you know, it's definitely one of that is for the full animation. But of course, when you're reloading, you still have bullets in, it's going to be a lot faster than that, but it still is one of the slower reloading guns in the game, as well as one that has only 20 bullets with it. As far as the damage with the FG42, it's pretty insane. It's 40 to 30 damage per bullet depending on the range that you're at, which basically means that it's going to be a 3 to 4 shot kill every single time. And that is insane. You're never going to get 5-shot kills with this thing. It's 3 to 4 shots every single time. As far as what brings this weapon down, it's with the fire rate. The fire rate is kind of pathetic on this gun. It's really, really slow firing. Reminds me of one of those slow firing powerful weapons, such as like BO3 had the Gorgon, which even took this to another level because it was like a 2-shot kill, but it shot even slower. The fire rate on this is 517 rounds per minute, which is very, very slow if you compare it to any of the SMGs or any of the other fully automatic rifles. This is definitely the slowest with that 517 fire rate, but the time to kill on this gun, depending on the range, is anywhere between 0.23 of a second to 0.35 of a second, which is pretty fast for a gun like this. And that's based off the fact that even though it does fire slow, you're literally getting 3 or 4 shot kills every single time. One other thing to note about the stats of this gun is that its ADS speed is like a tiny fraction of a second slower than the other assault rifles, so that's another thing to note. But the biggest thing about this gun being slow is to do with that reload time. That's where you're really going to get slowed down. And those are the official stats for the FG42. Now this weapon is very, very strong in this game. It's one that a lot of pro players have been going to. A lot of people pick this as their favorite weapon, and that's because at range, this thing is deadly. 3 to 4 shots at any range is absolutely insane with this thing. Another thing about the FG42 is that it got one nerf. The BAR's received 2 different nerfs. This one, I guess it received 2 nerfs, but it was in the same patch. It was a nerf to the hip fire, which was pretty obvious. I guess the BAR's received 3 nerfs if you count each thing individually. So a nerf to the hip fire, which also happened to the BAR, and then a nerf to the recoil on this thing. So this thing, the recoil got nerfed fairly early in the game's life cycle. It does definitely have some bounce to it. Do you need to run grip on this thing? No, but I think you definitely do need to run some sort of a red dot sight, because the fact is that the sights in this gun, actually they are usable, but they're definitely not the best. I would 100% prefer to run a red dot. And grip, while it's not, grip and red dot are not required on this gun, they definitely do help out, because you're going to be wanting to use this gun at a long range, and grip is what can really help you with those long range gunfights and winning those. So those are the stats when it comes down to the FG42. Now the stats when it comes to the BAR are going to be that the BAR has 20 bullets as well, the exact same amount of bullets as the FG42. Of course, that bullet count is extremely low, and that's why extended mags is pretty much recommended for both of these guns. The BAR also has a 2.03 second reload, so a very, very fast gun to reload. That's for the full reload, of course. This gun is insanely fast at reloading compared to a lot of the other rifles. You know, it's a quick, just pull the thing down and put it back in. Very, very quick, a lot quicker than the animation of the FG42, where you have to pull it to the side. flip it around 100 times and put it back in. The bar, definitely the reload time on this is super duper strong. As far as the damage that we got on this thing, very similar, pretty much the exact same damage stats. It's 40 to 29. The FG42 was 40 to 30. That makes no difference except in hardcore modes. So in core modes, this thing, you know, of course, you're going to be getting yourself a 3 to 4 shot kill, but basically that's so you can't one-shot people essentially in hardcore with certain multipliers. It's a bit more of a complicated thing, but 40 to 29 damage, 3 to 4 shot to kill every single time. As far as the rounds per minute on this gun, it's going to come into at 570, and that is after the nerf to this gun, because this gun has also received a couple of nerfs. It got nerfed with the hip fire. It got nerfed with the rate of fire. It got brought down about 7%, and that's why the rate of fire is about 570 on this thing right now. And then the nerf, the latest one, is the recoil nerf, which basically means that you have to run grip with this thing, and I've been talking about the bar a lot recently. That's why I thought it was a perfect time for this comparison. So the bar's time to kill actually comes in, depending on range, at anywhere from 0.21 of a second to 0.32 of a second. So it will be killing faster than the FG42 at the longest range and at the closest range. Now, comparing these two weapons, the FG42, what really makes the difference that makes the FG42 strong, because based on these stats, you would think the bar would kill the FG42, but the thing is that the FG42 has about double the 3-shot kill range as the bar, which is where in that sort of area, that medium sort of long range, that is where the FG42 will be a stronger weapon than the bar right there. As far as statistically, the bar definitely, I would say, is the better gun overall. But the fact is that 3-shot kill range and how strong the FG42 and how tappable it is and how good it is at range, that definitely comes in handy. As far as other things to add to these things, with the recoil, honestly, the recoil is, with the bar, you need to run grip. With the FG42, it's more of a bounce. You don't need to run grip. Same thing, though, with the iron sights. Definitely comparing the two's default sights, the bar has a lot better default sights, and the FG42s are kind of lackluster. However, I'm not really too familiar with the FG42 different variants they have. I don't know if there's any variants that would make those sights good. Of course, you can just slap on a red dot, but now that primed isn't as strong in this game, it's kind of a bit, you know, worse to like waste one. When you're getting 4 attachments, it's like, whatever, I can afford a red dot, but now it's like you don't really, you know, you're gonna get 3 attachments with an infantry class setup. You sort of have to use them nicely, and that's definitely where these comparisons come in. As far as the reload time, FG42 will lose on that one, but basically, you know, different points for different things. So my conclusion to these two guns is I stand by my thing saying the bar is the best gun in the game. The bar definitely is the best overall gun, especially for me. I'm someone that plays a little more aggressive with the rifle. You see here, a lot of these gunfights, I'm up close and personal. For someone who likes to sit back, maybe play more of an anchor position, the FG42 definitely would be a better weapon for you, especially if you slap the grip on that thing. It essentially has little to no recoil, and at long range, you can just absolutely pinpoint and destroy people from your head glitch position. So that is where each gun in this game, when the weapon balancing is done correctly, guns have different strengths and different weaknesses, and that extra 3-shot kill range, which is about double, the bar usually is going to be getting 4-shot kills. The 3-shot kill range is only, you know, within a certain amount. It's probably, it's around, if they are, you know, on the other side of a room, probably like 2 room lengths away from you. That's where the 3-shot kill range would come in. So say I'm standing in the middle on the head glitch here on this map forest, and the guys on the head glitch across, that is probably the peak of that 3-shot kill range. Anything larger than that, and you're going to be in that 4-shot range. However, for the FG42, that will be a 3-shot kill, and that's where the time to kill, you really get a faster time to kill with the FG42. Up close and personal, of course, because of the bar's faster fire rate, you are going to be killing people, and also, you know, the faster reload time, the better iron sights, as well as the all that sort of stuff does help that thing. So that's where your uniqueness comes in with the FG42, and that's where you can get the upper hand on them. Now, where I would recommend running the FG42 in comparison to the bar is definitely in game modes and maps where you feel like you're going to be sitting back more. So say for example USS Texas, you got search and destroy, you're probably going to be sitting back and you're like controlling one of those bomb sites. Definitely that's where you'd want to go to the FG42. Even on this forest map, if you're playing search and destroy and you want to post up, definitely with that. However, if you're playing any sort of a rushing aggressive playstyle, which I think works fairly good in this game based on the fact that like camping worked better in games where camping for streaks was huge, that's where, you know, I play the aggressive sort of getting a lot of the kills with my gun. This game here, I got like 83 kills with the bar. And that's because I'm playing up and aggressive with this gun, because you can do that with this thing. Of course, the rate of fire is the biggest discrepancy between these ones. The biggest thing the bar has going for it is its extra rate of fire, and the biggest thing the FG42 has is that 3-shot kill range. So I definitely prefer the bar over the FG42, but there is situations where the FG42 is the better weapon. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys can drop a like on this thing, I would really appreciate that. Let me know what other guns you want to see me compare in the comment section down below. Drop a like, sub for a cookie, and don't looky. And that's about it, guys. I'm out. Peace.